It's so great to talk to you. Those pillows, the way they're set up, makes it look like you've got angel wings.
Thank you. I've been getting lots of compliments on these.
They look so comfortable. When you get bored of us, you can just...
Exactly.
All my interviews kind of have a theme recently because of the year that we live in. How's your 2020 been?
You know, that is a complex question. Obviously, there have been a lot of very difficult things and kind of upsetting things, but I think there's a silver lining to everything. So, you know, I mean, quarantine has been good for me in the sense that I've been able to be with my family a lot.
People call me a princess. But behind the palace gates, and in the shadow of my sister, the soon-to-be queen, it was me, the second-born, who was chosen to protect our kingdom.
Good news is so few and far between, it seems, in 2020, but you and I are here to talk about some great news because you have a brilliant film that we're here to talk about, the shortened version, which surely you all chose to call it on set, because you can't be saying Secret Society, Second-Born Royals every single time you want to say the film name.
Yes, so the title is The Secret Society of Second-Born Royals, but we mostly just called it Secret Society. It was shorter, and we used to laugh because at lunch there would always be these signs up that would say Secret Society lunch, and we all thought it was so funny because it was like as if like if there was a secret society and they just have these giant signs about where they're meeting. Anyways, but yeah, that was sort of what we called it for short because it is a long kind of tongue twister.
What I find fascinating about this is that there's a lot of mention of royalty. Obviously, your character and all the characters around you are all royalty, but it's not the kind of royal behavior that we're used to, is it? Did you have different expectations when someone told you you were going to be royalty in a film?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was one of the reasons why I really fell in love with this story and with the script and with all of the characters is because they sort of aren't confined to what we sort of expect or what one would think they would be, you know, because they are royalty, they are superheroes, but they're also teenagers, you know, and teenagers screw up and do crazy things and make mistakes, and those are all things that we see these characters do in the film. And again, just sort of breaking those stereotypes down of what one would expect from a princess or a superhero, and just sort of hopefully promoting this message of, you know, just because someone wants you to be one way or expects you to be one way doesn't mean you have to do that, and that you have to stay true to yourself, even if that means kind of breaking the mold of what people's expectations are.
You guys have superpowers.
We're superheroes?
There's a special gene exclusive to second-borns of royal bloodlines. A gene that gives some of us extraordinary abilities.
What I loved about each of the main cast members is that their powers weren't the conventional ones that we're used to as well. They're really interesting and unique ones. First of all, were you happy with your own? And is there a superpower out there that you dream that you could have had as well?
Yeah, so I mean, I really liked my character's superpower. She has super senses, and I thought that was a really kind of fun power because it sort of plays on sort of the intuition in all of us, you know, and it sort of personifies that idea of what makes us unique. But like you said, none of the superpowers are super common. You know, they're not like the superpowers you think of immediately when you think of superheroes, which is what I really like because to me, all of their powers are sort of symbolic of what makes us all unique, you know, and that in a sense, even though most of us aren't superheroes, we all have superpowers, you know, and those superpowers are our individuality and the things that make us different. And sort of we see in the film how these characters take these superpowers or these unique qualities and use them for good. And we see them sort of harnessing these abilities and using them towards something positive. And so that's definitely something that I think is really important that people see, because what makes us different, those are strengths, not weaknesses. I would say if I were to have a superpower, I would want the ability to fly. I love traveling, and I feel like this would just add sort of a fun twist on your traveling experiences. And also because right now we're not really supposed to be in airports, so it would make things a lot simpler.
It would be the coolest move to say to your friends, like, oh, we're going to go on holiday. I'll just meet you there, guys. You get on the plane. I'll meet you when you land. It's fine.
Exactly.
Don't wait for me.
Exactly.
My favorite line in the film is, I've written it down here, being second born doesn't mean you're second best. And as a middle child, that really spoke to me. Obviously, you just mentioned your older sister there going off to school. Did that resonate with you as well?
Definitely. I mean, I am a middle child as well. I also have a little brother.
High five.
And yeah. And there's definitely this aspect of, the oldest is sort of the golden child and the youngest is the baby, and sort of what makes you special. I love my sister to death, but it's definitely been difficult because she is sort of this golden child. She just went to Harvard, and she is playing softball at Harvard. So not only is she super smart, but she's also super athletic, and so having that as an example has been great, but then also it's like, oh my gosh, well, I'm never going to be as smart as her, and I'm never going to be as athletic as her. And do you know what I mean? And it's very easy to sort of get into your head about all of those things. So that line, not just because you're second born doesn't mean you're second best, really resonated with me. And I think will resonate with all of the second borns out there. And furthermore, not only second borns, but just everyone, because even if you aren't second born in your family, you can still feel like you're second best in some aspect of your life. And that's very normal. And unfortunately, it's very normal. But yeah, just sort of that reminder that you are just as important as anyone else, I think is a great little reminder of an important sentiment.
I think any other year in America, I know about now, people would actually start preparing for Halloween already. As soon as September rolls around, it's Halloween season. Maybe this year's a bit different, but you guys have some awesome outfits, don't you? Would you like to see people going around as the Secret Society of Second Born Royals? And what are you planning on doing for Halloween? What do you think would be an ideal outfit? Could you wear your character's outfit?
Ooh, that blows my mind to even consider the idea that could happen. Like you said, Halloween this year is going to be a little different. So, I probably won't be at any like Halloween parties, but yeah, I really honestly, I was just thinking about this the other day that like Halloween's going to be very weird because it's very much a public holiday, and it's like enjoyed by big groups of people, and often those people don't know each other in the case of like trick-or-treating where you're just going to random people's houses. So I doubt a lot of that's going to be happening. But I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I love the fall. And I always used to go to like the haunted houses with my friends. And that was my favorite thing to do, and, watch scary movies. I love all that kind of stuff. So hopefully I get to do, a little bit of that.